Hi guys, hope you all are well and doing good in life. So today is the review of Apacs Z-Ziggler racket, and as you all know, Apacs Z-Ziggler is the highest selling racket from the brand of Apacs. And I got this unstrung racket because Z-Ziggler comes in an unstrung variant, but you have got two variants from two different sellers. One seller will ship this racket to you with the strings, and you can prefer your gauge like 22, 24, 26, 28. So I'll give you a link in the description, you can check it out. And the second one, you'll get the strings and the grip, the strings of your choice, and you can cut the racket as per your choice, as per your tension, but you will get the strings. So I ordered from the seller who gave me the string, and I will gut it out. So now let's open the box and see. So first of all, talking about the price, if you just purchase the Z-Ziggler racket, it will cost you from 1800 rupees to 2200 rupees, varying on the variant and the special editions and all. So not more than 2200 and not less than 1800. But if you go with the string variant, like if you are wanting the strings at at some gauge or unstrung racket with strings, then you may need to pay 26 to 2800 rupees for the same. So we'll open the box and see. Guys, so back with the review, and you can have a close look at the racket. Here is a beautiful black color Apacs Z-Ziggler. And if you're confused, that I said in the earlier part of the video that I will get a string and a grip which I've applied with this racket, but rather the seller gave me the strung racket with BG65 at around 25 to 26 lbs, I think. So I have tested this racket, tested it for, you can say, for around 2 months, and I'm back with the review of this racket. So first, when we talk about the grip is of course the G2 grip. It's a bit long, so you get good area to adjust when you are playing. And I'm coming up with a video like different type of grips which you need, basic grips which you need in badminton. I'll be coming up with 4 grips, so you can also stay tuned on my channel to know that about that grip. Okay, so the size of the grip is G2, and when we move above the grip, you can see this flat surface. I'm not sure if you can see or not, this flat surface. So I have seen these things in maximum of the Apacs racket, and that is really good. So what this does is, when you are going for a net kill, I mean when a shuttle is tossed up at the net, and when you're going for a net kill, so these you can say these flat surfaces, when you put your finger on this and when you hit the shot, you are bound to generate more power. You get more power with your net kills, so it gets tougher for the opponent. And in other rackets you won't get this flat surface. uh, yes, you will go for the net kills with those rackets as well, but in this racket you will exert some lesser, you can say, force on the shuttle. So that's also very good. Badminton is a game of force and also stamina. So if you're just applying more force, so you will lose some stamina. So if you're getting this flat surface, that's a really good thing. You will you can say you can contain your stamina, so that's also a very good thing. Now when we move up, we see this shaft, and you can see 6.4 ultra slim shaft. So this is a very thin shaft, and very thin shaft means that you get more control. The control will be very good, and plus you can say you can generate more power when you have a very thin shaft. So this shaft material, this is made of carbon and graphite, and also this frame, this is also of military carbon graphite frame, military grade. So when we talk about the durability factor of this racket, that is really good. And this is a made in Vietnam product, as you can see here, made in Vietnam. And Apacs is of course a UK brand. So when we talk about the flexibility of this shaft, this is a medium flex, and of course a heavy head racket. the weight of this racket is more towards the head, so that is why it's a heavier racket. And when we talk about the heavier racket, of course smashes is the key. So I've seen many people on my YouTube channel and all the social media pages. They are asking if I can suggest a great heavier racket in budget price. So this is the way to go, guys. Apacs Z-Ziggler for the unstrung racket for around 1800 to 2000 rupees, and unstrung racket with strings or coming pre-strung for around 26 to 2700 rupees. That is the way ahead. And also, guys, the brand has said that this Apacs Z-Ziggler, this is a true copy of Yonex Voltrix Z Force 2, and that racket is costing I think 11,000 rupees. So people might be asking if this racket is worth the comparison. If you take my opinion, no, of course not, guys. This racket can be best than Apax Finapi 232 or Nano Ray 18i or any leaning or Yonex racket which you can say in the frame budget of 2500 and below. This Apax Z Ziggler is, I can say, is more advanced than those racket, but not more advanced than that Yonex Voltrix Z Force 2. I think I can't even compare this racket to the Z Force 2. That's a god version, and this is just a basic version. So there is no comparison at all. Okay, so now when we talk about the weight of this racket, so it's strung, this racket will end up weighing I think 88 or 89 grams. That will make it 4U in the category of 4U weight category. And I think 4U is not a standard category which the international player uses. Said on my YouTube channel that if you are playing with a heavier racket, whether you are a beginner, you are an intermediate player, or you are a thorough professional, you need to have a great workout warm up before you play with this heavier racket. Reason being, the heavier racket and a racket with I think 3 or 4U racket, they take a toll on your shoulders. So when you hit a shot, it exerts more pressure on the shoulders, and you may experience muscle sore or muscle pain, in simple words. So if you want to contain your muscles, if you want to safeguard your muscles for longer play, or if you are a beginner and if you're really amused that you are getting a heavier racket and you will hit a smashes and all, but the thing will only last for 3 to 7 days. After that, you will develop some great pain in your shoulders and you will end up losing your interest in the sports. So don't do that, guys. If you're opting for a heavier racket, and for the racket like this with a weight of 85 to 90 grams, you need very good warm up before you begin play. And if you do that very consistently on a consistent basis, trust me, guys, this racket will give you great performance when you play with this racket. Okay, so now when we talk about the durability of the frame, you can see the grommets, and they have applied some these things over the grommets here as well, and also here as well. So this is also very good. Now if you're playing outdoors, and if you are hitting your racket frame to the ground, like when you lift the shuttle, there are chances that outdoor players, they grease their racket on the ground. So these upper grommets, they will safeguard your racket. So for the durability on the outdoor courts, like on the outdoor courts, you scratch your racket a lot, and that just decreases the durability. But because of the presence of this thing, the outdoor factor, the racket in the outdoor court, that will also last. And plus the frame durability, that also increases with this grommets. So that's also very good. I am really impressed by this technology from Apax, of course. And also, now talking about this string, so this is Yonex BG65 string. And as you know, guys, I am playing professionally in the indoor courts, and this racket did not help my cause anyhow. Of course, you can get the string on this racket as high as 38 lbs. That's a lot. Of course, a Pax racket, they give you some string tension, like they can offer you a great string tension for around 34 lbs, 38 lbs, and you won't get any racket in in the market, which can give you a string tension of 38 lbs. So that's the plus point of Apax racket. And as I told you, this BG65 came strung from the seller, which he gutted it at 25 to 26 lbs. And one thing is great, if you are a beginner and if you are looking for some power in your shots, and if you're playing with in those basic rackets, and if you go with this racket with BG65, of course the durability will be there and you will get more power in your shots. uh, the medium flexibility means that you can clear the third line easily. Like I know many players, beginners of course, that they can't clear the third line, so they end up getting the smash. But in this racket that will not be the case. You will easily clear the third line. The net plays will be also very good, because the rate is weighty. And as I said, if you do great warm up, so this racket will work wonder for you. So because this racket is a bit heavy, so the control with this racket will be really good. The net shots will be very good. And if you know the good technique to smash, you can make the most out of this racket. If you are smashing and all, the half smashes or the full smashes, they will be just too fluent if you know the right technique. And if not, then the third line clears and the drop shots will be very precise with this racket. So the more the weight of the racket, the more control you can gain with a with a great, you can say, technique. If you have, if you don't have any technique, you can purchase any racket. Even you can say you can purchase any racket worth uh, $200 or 10,000 rupees, but it won't help your cause, because if you don't have any technique, none of the rackets can do anything for you. So that's how it is. Now if you are a intermediate player, just don't go with BG65, it won't serve the purpose. You can go with BG66 Ultimax or BG66 simply, or leaning number 1, or even BG80 for, you can say, balance play. If you want more balance in your game, not very offensive, you can go with this string. But if you're a singles player, of course go with BG66 or leaning number 1 for outright winners. That's how it is. Now the question which people ask is, this racket is tailor made for singles player or doubles player. So guys, this racket is just over 2000 rupees. I would not say that 2000 or 3000 rupees racket will be preferred by a professional. So there is not much question about who can play with this. But if you really take my suggestion, this racket is tailor made for singles play, because this racket is a bit heavy, like 87 to 89 grams, and the doubles game is very fast. You don't get more time to react. So in the doubles game, uh, of course if you are hitting the smashes and all, that will help the cause. But you are always not hitting a smash. Sometimes you are defending in a doubles game, so that won't help your purpose, because the, you can say, the maneuverability of this racket, that's not very good because of the great weight of this racket, 87 grams. So uh, when you are defending a smash, like when you are defending a smash, so when you just move this racket, the movement will not be very swift. So that can be a problem for you if you are a doubles player. But if you're a singles player, in singles you get more time to react, and the outright smashes and all, that will just do the job for you. And this racket will be very precise, very, you can say, targeted. If you hit a shot, that will be very targeted, because of the uh, you can say, the weight of this racket, and of course the heavier racket, which gives you more power, and plus the medium flex. So this is not a very high flexibility shaft, of course a medium shaft. So don't expect great smashes if you are an intermediate player. But yes, if you are a beginner, you will love this racket. Of course you will generate more power with your shots. So if you take my opinion, this racket is tailor made for singles player. If you are very serious about your game, go with this racket if you are a singles player. And if you are just playing outdoors, and if you just need a great upgradation with your racket, and a great racket within 2500 rupees, so anyone can prefer it. If you are playing outdoors, indoors, of course outdoors also, this racket will be very good. So G2 grip size, the medium flexibility shaft, carbon graphite material, this flat surface for the net kills on the backhand, and this extra grommets for extra durability of the frame, plus the heavyweight frame. This sums up to make this racket a great one, and you can say that this racket is one of the highest selling racket online. So without a doubt you can buy it, but don't expect much performance. If you are a very senior level player or an intermediate level player, you can go with another racket. Or also, if you prefer it, don't expect durability when you go with a string of BG66 or leaning number 1. You can expect durability only with BG65, but don't expect power and the performance when you go with BG65 or leaning number 7. Or also you can apply Kizuna Z69 for balance play. I've reviewed that string. I love that string, and you can also go with Kizuna Z69. The preferred tension and all, I will tell you in the comment section below. You can drop a comment that I am applying this string, or you can also tell me your type of game and I will suggest you the best preferred string tension and the string which you want. So I just love this racket. If I was a beginner, I would really prefer this racket. So for now, I just hope you like my video. If you did like, please give a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel, because I'll be coming up with more unboxing stuffs in the future as well. So stay tuned for more, and I hope you guys all are vaccinated, and bye bye for now. Thank you for watching.